Hello, and welcome to another edition of PRNigeria podcast. I am your host, Nafisa Bello, and today we are discussing the recent controversial airstrike and media coverage. With me is Malam Yushau Shuaib, a PR strategist. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Abdulrahman Abdulraheem, a journalist. You're welcome. Regarding the recent the incident that happened at the local market, Jilli, along the Yobe borders, that claimed over 200 civilians. What can you say regarding this report, sir?
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome, sir.
We should know that that incident actually was genesis of the airstrike that was executed to side attack that target terrorists in Jilli, a border town between Borno and Yobe. And it's unfortunate that when this thing happened, I said I was well confined by the state government of Borno and Yobe. The media coverage was showing some figures that is a bit alarming. My concern here is that most of the time when there are sustained military attack, airstrike, sustained one, when media will try to cover this report, they say score or dozens. But strangely, the moment there's such alleged incident as that one, you start hearing 100 people killed. To me, I believe this is quite concerning and it's not supposed to be so.
As a journalist, sir, what can you say about these figures? Are they independently verified or are they being contested?
Well, I think I agree with him to an extent. What matters is the passion and the commitment to making sure Nigeria is safer than this and all that. So I think we should emphasize the issue of figures, because even if it's one person, every Nigerian life is precious, very, very precious. All of us, our emphasis should be how to support one another, to protect one another, irrespective of wherever anybody is coming from. And I also want us not to avoid committing fallacy of generalization, talking about how the media has covered the incident that happened in Jilli Market, the border between Borno and Yobe State. At first, we need to distinguish between the mainstream media and a lot of, at the risk of sounding, using the harsh word, the charlatans on social media, who call themselves social media influencers, who, the only thing they don't have the education or the exposure or the professionalism to disseminate information. All they have is smartphone and data. And they just play with words based on because they are looking for likes and all that on social media and all that. So the mainstream media, majority of the mainstream media, they have been doing justice to the coverage. If there's a particular one that this sectionalism and sensationalism instead of patriotism, we can single out that one. But that let's not paint the entire media industry with a single brush. If there's a particular one that went overboard, the government can engage that one. No, you can't do this, you can't do it, but not then. That they don't represent the entire media landscape in Nigeria.
Into reports, they said this market has not been in operation for over 5 years. In a conflict zone like Borno, how is it difficult to distinguish between insurgents and civilians?
Well, we can have insinuation about the report because not everybody, most of the reporters are not on the ground to even confirm what is going on. My own concern here is that I strongly believe the media has to do better than this. We have to be more responsive. And what I mean is that when it comes to security conflict reporting, we have to be mindful of the fact that sometimes we have to be patriotic in the sense that the reporting should be fair, objective, and responsible. We're not asking that the media should be censored, but there's need for self-censorship. We should know that there's something that we have to do.
That is still pushed to the media aspect. We have seen such incidents happen over the years. This kind of incident receiving sustainable media attention.
Media has a constitutional responsibility and duty to hold government accountable to the people, to report, to inform, entertain, and educate. But the media also has a social responsibility to keep the country together. It is in a safe and secure and stable environment that the media can also thrive and also operate. So I agree with that social responsibility theory that he's talking about. I also agree to the point that some stories that's what they call inconvenient truth and all that. So stories that do not align with Nigeria's corporate existence, the media may need to exercise some level of restraint before this unnecessary sensational and all that.
What do you think as a PR strategist? What do you think is the solution to curb this kind of menace?
I would just be glad that the media will focus on some of the gallantry, the heroic exploit of some of our troops. Also, afraid that sometimes people, when the report come out, they only look at down on the military if they are not doing enough or the service and so on and so forth. But the fact still remains that who are the people, who are the soldiers that are fighting the battle on our behalf, saving our life? They are what? They are our brothers, our siblings, our fathers, and then they have family, they have children, and they are dying. If some of you are aware about what happened there yesterday before, yes, yeah, yesterday, yes, before the burial ceremony that was held yesterday, some of the wife fainted 2-3 times. That how come my husband that was supposed to do this and that just died like that? And they keep on killing them. We are not sympathetic to their plight. And yet, once they trying to fight to protect, or I don't even look at some of the things they did. Like the fact still mean that we need to give them all the support they need. And the bottom line, like I keep on saying, is that we promote, we support any information that will enhance our national intel as well as national security.